Well, I know this music's copyright free. We're gonna do this one by one. Started in 2024, now executing in 2025. We have a list of people we need to focus on current state of the world right now. Hello there, welcome to Office Knows What's Here. We'll be doing another one of yours. But say about me is what you say about society is always important right here. We've been doing this for 7 years. Make sure to please leave a like on the video if you haven't, because it'll get my video anywhere else. So always that's all I'll have to say. Okay, so first we're gonna start with every single person who is making problems for us as a whole. Right. In every single possible way, in every single way of life, part by part, these people play a role in destroying the world's freedoms as we know it. And each have a reason, but if you'd want me to make a video on every single one of these villains out here that I need to talk about, you ask me, but I'd need at least this video to get like around 10 likes, maybe 10 likes, and I'd probably think about making a video based on every single person I'm about to list who is a villain here in this current scenario to make it easier for you people who don't want to do the research. Donald John Trump is an American dictator. The UK government is currently being problematic. France's government is being problematic. Italy's government is being problematic. European Union is being problematic. Ryan McInerney is the Visa CEO. He's being problematic. Michael Maybach is the MasterCard CEO. Melinda Tankard-Reist is the Collective Shout CEO, owner or leader of lots of the rest of the people there. Salim Hamji is from the Vanguard Group. And Peter Brian Hegseth is the Youth Secretary of Defense. Timothy Donald Cook is the Apple CEO. Jeffrey Preston Bezos is Amazon CEO. Elon Reeve Musk is a Nazi billionaire and Twitter CEO and Neuralink CEO. Alexander Emmerich Jones is an extremist. Smuggulana is a React to VTuber who's currently started siding up with Republican values. Leaflet Inasari is an extremist VTuber. Zach Hoyt Asmongold is an extremist streamer. And then whoever is supporting the Kids Online Safety Act, you're also in the list. Though unfortunately, I think some of the people I know in this list are turned out to be Democrats, and they might have no clue what all that bill is all about. Narendra Damodar Das Modi is the Indian dictator. Jason Thor Hall Pirate Software used to be a pretty good guy, and so he started disapproving of, he started saying that, hey, start killing games. Basically changed his mind. Sundarajan Pichai, Google CEO. Neil Mohan is YouTube CEO. Susan Wojcicki, former YouTube CEO. She passed away. She's out of the equation. You don't have to worry about her. Peter Andreas Steele is PayPal CEO. George Ruan is Honey CEO. Ryan Hudson is Pi Adblock CEO. Partners with George Ruan. Stephen Hemsley is United Group CEO. Robert Donson is United Healthcare CEO. He died recently. He passed away. Somebody killed him, and we need more Luigis. And yeah, he's gone. He's out of the equation. Justin Ignacio Gunrun, VSocial CEO, is out of the equation. His company recently collapsed, so you don't have to worry about him. Riku Tazumi is Nijisaja CEO. He's currently on a hiatus. Astar Arcadia VTuber is gone. Vox Akuma VTuber is also gone. Those two are out of the equation. Felix Nengil XQC is currently in the middle of turning evil and in the middle of also not going there. He's like more of a neutral, but currently we'll work on him later. Daniel J. Clancy is the Twitch CEO. Currently is been representing more Republican values rather than Democratic, even though he specifically says he thinks he's not political. Unfortunately for you, that's not true. The guy is absolutely lying. He's absolutely lying. It's not true. He's political. He's Republican. Dave Azuki is currently Roblox's CEO and is currently only aiding to investors. He doesn't care. He's also going to bend the knee like YouTube is. Ashford AF is Coinware CEO. Jeremy Weaver is BetterCoin CEO. Elijah Kirk is an Unknown CEO. Sam Altman is OpenAI CEO. Dario Omodai is Anthropic CEO. Sebastian Wikowski is Klarna CEO. Tucker Carlson is an extremist. Xi Jinping is the Chinese Communist Party leader. Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin is the Russian dictator. Jesse Waters is an extremist news host. Jake Joseph Paul is the boxer, contuber, entrepreneur. Logan Alexander Paul is a boxer, contuber, entrepreneur. Kai Cenat is currently neutral, but starting to lean into more evil sides of views on the perspectives of the world. Aiden Ross is a contuber and streamer. John Katsimides is a grocery billionaire. Theo Lido is a fair shake CEO. Melissa Blair Sutkin is currently a Democratic US Senator who is currently supporting people's, she's helping out people deal with the changing economic climate. But unfortunately, why she's an enemy is because she's also making side gigs where she's supporting crypto regulations, and that obviously is illegal. So anybody who's supporting the Genius Act, we're going point for you too. Steve Witkoff is the World Liberty Financial founder, and I'm going to add, I almost misspelled his name. Marjorie Taylor Greene, extremist U.S. representative. Michael Rapino, Irvin Ossoff is Ticketmaster and Live Nation CEOs. Daniel George Elkis, Spotify CEO. Michael Rapino, again, we're mentioning him. He's a separate user of Live Nation Entertainment. He tried to combine it with Ticketmaster. That didn't go well. Grok AI is an artificial intelligence and mecha Hitler. Ethel Jackson, Elon Musk is also XAI CEO. Peter Andreas Steele is also Palantir CEO. Todd Lyons is the director for ICE. Mark Zuckerberg is Meta CEO. Yoon Suk Yeol, former South Korean president, is also now out of commission and has been impeached recently because of his dictator tendencies. So he's out of the equation. Carrie Lake is an extremist global media U.S. agency senior advisor. Nick Johnson is a Republican Speaker of the House. Caroline Leavitt is the Republican U.S. Press Secretary. And Ghislaine Maxwell is a criminal extremist rapist. And I wish I could say what exactly that is, but if I replaced the A, YouTube would demonetize this video for saying the R word, the ist and the ra. And apparently she has just cleared Donald Trump of the Epstein case. Secretly having a dinner with Donald Trump right before she gets cleared. Right before, with closed doors, nobody watching. A straight up, I'll censor this, a straight up child rapist criminal was just aided by the very president, who is now found to be a pedophile and inside trader and corrupt politician with all sorts of things to go against him. And currently, it seems that even if you're a criminal, you can also be president seemingly now because of the system he's making. But to stay optimistic, we have our heroes. We know, I'm going to start with the heroes. I'm going to turn my camera this way so you have some sort of change. So we have the heroes. I listed for you. And just like the villains that we are currently dealing with today in the modern day, some people might have fallen throughout the process. So whenever I say they are out of the equation or they're gone, they're either dead or completely taken off from the internet's face. Alright, of course there's me, is a YouTuber, the Devon Department owner, and creative visionary and polymath. That's me, this is WebPress Nicholas, the Project Dan, you know who I am. Then we have Jasmine Felicia Crockett is a Democratic U.S. representative. Mark Joseph Carney is the Canadian Prime Minister who took over for Justin Pierre James Trudeau, who was a former Canadian Prime Minister, and unfortunately he had resigned, so he's out of the equation. He's not dead, but he's out of the equation. He still could do something, but unfortunately Canadian Prime Ministers are voted after long times, like long periods of time. Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo is a Mexican president, and currently she's dealing with the cartel forces over in Mexico, while also fighting off Donald Trump's corruption. Kathleen Courtney Hochul is a Democratic New York governor. Zoran Kalame Kamandani is the Democratic New York representative. Ludwig Anders Agren is a streamer, esports commentator. Alexei Anatolievich Navalny is a Russian lawyer. And unfortunately, I hate to break the news, but because of how the corruption is going very far now, people like here, even on the hero side of things, are also being taken out of the equation. Alexei Anatolievich Navalny is a Russian lawyer who has recently passed away in an assassination attempt that was caused and made and planned by, well, Vladimir himself. Andy Yan is a Proton CEO. Andy Barr is a Republican U.S. representative, but they're currently on edge of changing their mind. Keyword Biz is an AV scam article that's also public, as you can find on websites with a host out of content. You can find an article about the entire scam of AV, you know, age verification. The Killing Games movement is started. Project Melody is a lewd VTuber, but she's also urging for transparency and no censorship in the adult scene. Jay Grabber or Graber is a Blue Sky CEO, and I'm about to sneeze. Wait a second. Bear Animations YT is a YouTuber and commentary VTuber. Hank Green, William Green, Henry Green II is a scientist. Jiro is a global developer. Bill 9 William Stafford Knight is a scientist. Coffeezilla Stefan Finazine is a crypto journalist. He's really good at this thing. You should check his content. Brian Tyler Cohen is a news reporter and journalist. Vladimir Alexandrovich Zelensky is currently the Ukraine president right now, and he's also a comedian. But right now he's in danger. He's about to lose his life. He could lose his life any day in the war with Ukraine and Russia right now, which Russia started, by the way. Jacob Sabers is Chibi Reviews. He's an anime YouTube content creator, also a journalist. Rest says he was a news VTuber and also a game journalist. Albert Bernard Reich is a professor and former labor secretary. Matthew Robert Patrick is Matt Pat, also the Creator Economy Caucus lead, or basically the face of it, besides the other people I'm about to mention. Hayden Hewitt is the Live League founder, along with other people's names that I wish I could anonymous, but I'll keep his name anonymous because you know what Lively went through in 2021. And all I can say is that rest in peace, Hayden Hewitt. You tried to strive for an uncensored internet, and it seems that that dream only lasted until 2021 because of the, you know, all the riots and shit. If anybody was there on Lively for all of the really violent content breaches that were happening, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a very bloody day. So right now he's out of commission. He's out of the equation. He's not dead, but he's out. Yvette Clark is a Democratic U.S. representative. Beth Van Duyn is a Republican U.S. representative. Moto Atanako Yagu is Cover Corp CEO. Alyssa Orland's public defender. She's a public defender. You should check on her. She's losing face right now. Jasper Desper is a trans activist and also a journalist. Anna Mockler is a political activist. Bernard Sanders is a U.S. senator. That one guy's animation is an animator, but has currently started leaning into more political themes. Water CS2 is a news YouTuber. Michael Abramovich is the director of the Voice of America. He is currently taken out of commission, and Donald Trump currently has completely destroyed the Voice of America's broadcast funding as a whole. So unfortunately, he's still quite reputable, but he's currently been attacked by Donald Trump to a point where he currently lost all of the funding for his show of his. Zachary Smiggle is a news YouTuber and journalist. He's starting. Lessons in Meme Culture is a meme YouTuber, but currently has started leaning into more themes of more introspective discussion. Jordan Maron, Captain Sparkles, currently is supposed to be going on hiatus, but had to go out of his way to make a video on the censorship of the internet. Stan.co is an animator. Is currently an animator, but started to lean into more discussion, more rational discussion themes around his animation. Richard John Beater, Rick Beato is a YouTuber, educator, and multi-instrumentalist. Anthony Nicholas Fantano is a news YouTuber and also music reviewer, critic. Charles Christopher White Jr. or Penguin Zero is a YouTuber streamer. Takanori Katagiri is Pixif CEO, currently is going under riot right now by Visa and MasterCard. Please help out Pixif as best as you can. Right now, Pixif might fall out of the equation if nothing is done. Iron Mouse is a Colatura soprano VTuber. Jake Harriman is the More Perfect Union CEO. Michael Bell Butler News is a news YouTuber. Munohar Anas or Summer Gavers is a YouTuber film editor. Vera Dark is a news YouTuber and lawyer journalist. Upper Echelon is a news YouTuber. Forrest Tucker Waldron or Creecraft is a Roblox YouTuber. Laura Grimm is the NOA leader and Kenneth Graham is the NWS leader. Currently they're both in danger. Adam Bennett Schiff is a US senator and Nate Ziller is an animator. Recently I started to lean into more introspective and more deeper topics with their animation. Gavin Christopher Newsom is a Democratic California governor. Gabe Logan Newell is a Steam Valve CEO currently in danger. Samuel Hauser is a Rockstar Games CEO and also is currently in danger. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is currently a former president, but currently he's also in danger. Kamala Devi Harris is a former vice president. Barack Hussein Obama II is a former president. Right now, why I'm saying these people is because they're also in the scene right now trying to fight against the movement of oligarchy. Felix Arvid Hajjadburg is a PewDiePie YouTuber, pioneer, and an artist. James Stephen Donaldson is Mr. Beast, is a YouTuber, billionaire, and philanthropist. Mark Maxton Rober is a YouTuber and engineer. Shigeru Shiba is a Japanese president and currently in danger of turning over to the dark side. Ken Akamatsu is a Japanese representative and artist. Give him some support. Yamana Taro is a Democratic Japanese representative. Haley Newsom, Lavender Town, is a YouTuber and artist. Jimmy Donald Wales is a Wikipedia CEO, is currently a threat. And you can say that lots of really bad things are happening over the Wayback Machine scene, with Brewster Cowell also dealing with censorship on his own website, the Wayback Machine, which has been around since 1996 for anybody who wants to know. Harlan Cower is a Grand News CEO. Paula Kreger is the Director for Public Broadcasting Corporation. Paula Kreger is the Director for Public Broadcasting Corporation, and Catherine Mather is the Director for National Public Radio, and Westmore is a Democratic Maryland governor who is dealing with the Maryland floods, and the Texas floods are also still happening to this day. I hope you enjoyed this list of me explaining who we need to first focus on. We have our heroes and we have our villains. Now, I did make a few hiccups in this video, so if I start cutting a lot of shit, it's because my body didn't want to stop getting in my way during this recording, because that's just how my body is. My body just is weird sometimes. Anyways, that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video or hated this, leave a comment down below. Discord server down in the description below if you want to talk more about these people. If you think I'm wrong, please try and tell me why I'm wrong, and probably by the end of you sending me those comments of yours trying to tell me why I'm wrong, you probably might notice that you're absolutely wrong on your end and that you know absolutely nothing because you've never done any research just like I did. So all I have to say is that stay safe out there, be skeptical, learn as much as you can, be your best self, share kindness, share to have a toll, and that'll be Actually, let me give myself a really stupid name just to make this video a lot more less serious. Alright, this is Giacomo Brario, and I'll see you around. Stay safe out there, and as always, jubilate. There we go, Giacomo. It's a great name for me. It makes sense because of all the Indian slurs that people have been sending me down in the comments below. I really love those. Keep doing those. You know, all you do is accumulate evidence for the YouTube moderators to see. So continue to sell your Indian slurs and extremist and shotgun threats in my messages and emails. Just keep doing that, and you know, you might get something out of it. Who knows? I'm kidding. You're going to jail. I already sent one of you guys in jail already. I literally had somebody send me a shotgun threat. Actually, I'm gonna go into